compared to a Tootsie Roll. Tonight's Puff Day, and Cynthia Erivo is biting into 23 rolls at the same time. Plus, comedian Latrell Anderson is here to talk comedy tours and more.
And joining us again tonight, our friend, actress, host, Sincerely Ward.
Hey!
I'm back, and I'm ready to get started. Let's go.
Welcome to Side Dish.
Eat that, go ahead, eat that. Here's Side Dish with more than an appetizer when it comes to pop culture and fun. We are the whole meal.
Oh my gosh, Sincerely, how are you doing? How have you been? So glad to have you back.
I've been fantastic.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me back. And you know what?
What's that?
brought something for you, Tanner.
Well, you brought something. What'd you bring?
I did. Remember last time when I was here? And you said you never tried scent beads?
Wait, yeah, hold up. Are you serious?
Yeah, now I covered the logo because they ain't giving us no money, but smell that. Look, just
I mean, that smells really good.
Is that a
Life-changing.
lifetime supply amount?
Yeah, like
No.
how many scent beads? Hold up, that's like
Trust
a
me,
billion beads.
You're going to use a lot
I
of
would
them.
eat
You're
those.
welcome.
I will
Thank
use
me later.
these. I am 100% going to use these. Do they mess with your cologne? Can you do cologne and scent beads at the
You
same
need
time?
it for your workout clothes. Actually, maybe you need it because you're a yogi now and you have a lot of athletic gear. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like I come
Yeah.
straight in the house, I peel my clothing off and just chunk it straight into the washing machine.
Yeah, I'm gonna pour HK some out in some cups. So we
You
can-
should.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, okay.
Got you, I got you.
All right. Well, thank you.
I
Thank
feel
you very
like that's
much.
like the Fabuloso of like laundry detergent, because like Fabuloso, if you remove the label and just stick it in the fridge,
Right.
it look like it would be the tastiest high fructose corn syrup.
Looks delicious.
Yeah,
The branding and everything looks delicious.
And it comes in that same like ocean spray, like 64 ounce, like bottle.
That's
from
how
back
you know a house is clean, when you smell that fabulous.
Oh,
There
yeah.
it is.
All right, man. Well, it's time for some Feed Me. Now, everyone loves chicken strips, but what happens when a chicken strips?
Oh, no.
Check this out.
Something's got a hold of me lately.
No.
Don't know myself.
Okay.
Feels like the walls are all closing
Come on,
in.
Teddy Swims.
The devil's knocking at my door.
Oh. Oh.
Out of my
Thigh
mind.
bow.
How many times did I
They should do this at Magic City for their wings.
All flats, please.
I saw a show like this in Vegas once, but
Oh,
best to keep from tearing the
taking his
skin
time.
off my bones? Don't you
Ooh. The Colonel ain't got nothing
wow.
on you, baby.
Yo.
that's how eggs are made.
Try to fertilize. Oh, okay, I'm getting a little.
What are we?
Should I be watching
Where is this happening?
Bourbon Street? What's going on?
Is this Raising Cane's? What are we doing? Oh! There are children around.
I
chicken
wonder
is
what his
awesome.
side jib was.
This chicken is auditioning for a freak off.
Freak off. Oh my God.
Yo.
Well, that's what you call wet. What? It's the dry rub and it's the
The
wet.
dry rub and everything. Yeah. Oh wow.
Yo, I mean, let's just say if I drove by, like, American Deli, which is mysteriously ran by non-Americans, like, if they had a person like that outside, like, I would pull up more often. Because them wings always hit from
They do.
American Deli. Have you ever been to American Deli?
I have not been to American. Wait, is that over there by? It's over by Target and whatnot.
Everywhere.
They're everywhere where...
Then yes, I have.
Yeah,
they
where...
have excellent lemon pepper wings.
Dry
He's been.
or wet?
He's
Yeah.
been. He's been.
Yep, they were wet. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Wet them up, wet them up.
I would feel a little awkward, like sitting in the drive-thru, like eating wings, and then I look over there and there's a big, like, just rooster, like.
Oh, man, I wouldn't feel awkward at all. I roll my window down, take my glasses off, I make eye contact. And then I just nod my head slow.
Not eye contact.
Where do y'all find this stuff?
I mean, that almost felt like there were kids. There had to be 6-year-old kids walking around there. That almost felt inappropriate.
Auditioning for Magic Mike.
Right?
Yeah, Magic Mike. What was the other one with that? It was like that. What's the girl? Vivica A. Fox did. And,
Oh yeah. Well, we're in Atlanta, so
Yeah.
it's all the Queen's men with
There we go.
Eva now.
Eva, yeah.
Yeah.
Put the chicken in there.
You,
Right?
you leave that on 2 nuts, your nuggets are gonna tingle.
Show me them chicken breasts.
It's something for everybody out there, let me tell you.
All right, man.
gosh.
Well, week 1 of Diddy's trial being done.
Oh, wow.
We have a puff date.
All right, Sincerely, here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Let me put my serious face on. A new lawsuit filed against the Diddler He has been accused of raping a woman with his Tootsie Roll-sized penis during a violent tirade inside of his Manhattan apartment
Hold on
more
a second.
than 2 decades ago.
Hold on
according to
just a
report.
second, HK.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. Did you guys really pull a photo of Tootsie Rolls?
Yo, our posse
We
in the
are not
back-
a serious show.
Yo, our posse in the back, they're the highest level of petty. And that's why we all found each other. It's kind of like the cast of Lost.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, man. Okay.
So the woman identified as Jane Doe claimed Diddy took her to his bedroom where he locked the door, pinned her down on the bed by her neck and told her, "I'm gonna suck the life out of you," after a night of partying in July 2001. And this is according to court documents obtained by TMZ.
All right. So Diddy continued to hold the woman down by her arm as she dropped trowel and pulled out his itty bitty ditty. The filing detailed, and we went back to the Tootsie Rolls. Oh my God!
I love you
She
guys.
recalled. She recalled feeling relieved. Oh my gosh.
Or at least she felt something.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, is she was relieved that she wouldn't feel any pain during the chilling encounter when she saw the length and girth of Combs, comparing it to a large Tootsie Roll, court documents showed, and Diddy's nemesis. Jesus Christ. So side by side, those just a couple Tootsie Rolls there. Diddy's nemesis 50 Cent made sure to troll him, posting a pic of a Tootsie Roll on his IG and said, "Oh, HK, will you do the favors there?"
Oh my God.
What was he meant? I guess that's why he was masturbating in the corner.
Jesus.
What?
T-Unit.
No.
T's for Tootsie Roll.
T's for Tootsie Roll.
Well, they do say men with a little penis like to act like they control everything, so.
Okay.
That could be a thing. But
Yeah.
this puts a whole new spin on when he says take that, take that.
Oh gosh.
'Cause that
Remember
was
the Chappelle one with the milk bottles?
Oh, the
Come out and
Cambodian
play.
breast milk?
Cambodian breast milk. So hey, oh my goodness.
Man, this also explains possibly the whole cuckold situation that he would do with this girl too, because when you can't be an active combatant on the field, you employ others who can, and you sit back and spectate, like Michael Jackson with that bucket of popcorn.
Listen, if like, I would just think that you would still rather participate, no matter how big your sword is, as opposed to like,
Pew, pew, pew.
yeah, I mean, at least I got a couple pew-pews before,
How many? A couple?
at least a couple pew-pews. This is so much.
If you
So
can't
much
beat them, join them, Diddy said.
right?
And the crazy thing is that she picked the Tootsie Roll. She didn't pick a Chico stick. She didn't pick a bit of honey. She didn't pick a Butterfinger king size, fun size.
Yeah.
Specifically,
She didn't
the
pick
Tootsie Roll.
any number of Little Debbie's cakes.
Yeah, because it could have been the ding dong.
Could have been a ding dong.
But apparently it was not. Just,
That would have been a
it
bit
was just
on,
ding.
Would have been a bit on the nose there.
Oh my God.
Since
Oh my goodness. Oh my
If dude
God.
gets out, like,
here's also like the first. Why also like I'm gonna suck the life out of you? Like that's just foreplay. I feel like at that point.
Do you guys believe this stuff, or do you think this is just, people out to kind of corrupt his image? Although he didn't need much help, but
Right.
I mean, this is just like mind blowing.
I was talking to Bianca, our producer Bianca, about that before the show, and I was like, is this even real, or are people just trying to like
Money grab. Type
money
stuff.
grab or run up the story? Like the Tootsie Roll thing is insane.
I think it's a mixture of both. I think a lot of it is like a humiliation ritual, like let's bring this guy down a peg, because a lot of times, men pride themselves on their masculinity, toxic or regular, whatever. And when you could bring somebody down a peg and have certain things be a narrative, like now that weakens that person. And you also have these charges and allegations against you
Yeah.
too that also makes them unbankable, unmarketable, unable to conduct business. And the crazy thing is, like, even if 6 out of 10 things are like true, the 6 is enough.
Yeah,
The
where there's
6 is
smoke, there's
enough.
fire, right?
Yeah.
But all this stuff started happening after that lawsuit with that really big
Liquor
liquor
company.
company.
Yeah.
Trying to tell anybody who will listen about that.
Is it
you
a
know what I mean?
coinky dink? I don't know.
Yeah, they certainly dug it up, or it seems like they could have dug it up.
I'm just trying to figure out what happened with the guy, the producer that filed suit against him.
Oh, the guy who was
Lil
making,
Rod.
he was like filming all the stuff behind the scenes, and he was a producer. Lil Rod was his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything.
Not
Yeah.
Lil Rod.
I think you be picking these people by name.
Little
We
Rod.
got to start using
They call
government
you
names
little
around
there.
here.
They call you Biggie Smalls, huh?
Yeah.
Come here. Tell me more, Craig Mack.
Okay, guys. Okay. So, in my world of things, Basketball Wives fans know former besties Evelyn and Jennifer Williams are pretty much enemies now.
Oh, no.
Well, in the latest episode of the show, Jackie Christie brought up an issue between Jen and Evelyn while all the ladies were together. And here's how it went down.
The tension is thick between Jennifer and Evelyn. At my event, there was a lot said. And since then, there's been other things that has happened. I'm just going to share. Me and you had a conversation, me, you, and Christian. We talked about everything that was happening. There was something that she shared, and I'll let her share it.
About what part?
About the part with the felony.
Oh.
I feel like my mom just can't help herself. There's just some part of her that just has to meddle and instigate and insert herself in situations that really have nothing to do with her. We were all having such a great time. What are you doing?
Yeah, I said, you like to bring up that Christian is a felon a lot, and your daughter has a child by a felon as well.
Blue?
You seem to throw that up a lot, and it's for what?
First of all, I don't have a dog in the fight with who you choose to or be with. Carl's cousin was involved. That's not like something that I just decided to pull out of the air. It's a real thing. So I brought it to you so you can believe what I'm saying. But the difference is that your felon is currently stealing money from people today, tomorrow, yesterday.
Whatever you say.
And let me tell you something. You done talked about my daughter and you done brought my daughter, but you don't got kids. You don't got kids.
Yeah, I do.
You never carried a kid. Keep my daughter's name out your mouth. Because you won't be able to walk the streets of LA. You keep bringing my daughter up and who she's with.
Well, the Boogie Down Bronx coming out.
Oh, man.
Woo, goodness. Well, Evelyn and her daughter Shanice sat down to talk about the felon comment on their new podcast, Drop the Low. Everybody has a podcast.
Everybody got a podcast.
And Shanice did say that her mom used the word first, and that's why Jen probably clapped back the way she did. But she also said this about Jen.
Jennifer she's like a lost woman in her 50s.
Ooh.
Like, yeah. And it's the second time that it's happened, and obviously she did it the first time around. And this is why I think she's so phony, because the first time around, she apologized. Not taking accountability for her actions, but more so saying, hey, I'm sorry that you were being spoken about. So, and I was like, okay, and she had like these crocodile tears in her eyes, and it was okay. And then you did it again. So I just think, I don't have hate in my heart for Jennifer. If anything, I feel sorry for Jennifer that you had to stoop so low. And also at that time, like, I was fresh postpartum. Like, I was, Blaze was like a month or 2 months old. And if anyone...
Man. And it's that whole crew is going through a lot because, like, girl's baby mama is the game. The game just lost his mansion in that lawsuit that he was slow paying on.
Yeah.
And
that's one of those situations where it works out being the baby's mother, because if you're married, then your debt is my debt.
They're gonna take the Miata.
Ooh. Not the Miata. Oh my goodness.
I don't know what kind of car people drive.
I mean, well, can Evelyn get mad when she was talking about someone's husband and they talk about her child?
I do feel like talking about someone's spouse, someone's husband is slightly different than talking about someone's kids. I do feel like that's different. Talking about two adults versus like someone's kid who may or may not have anything to do with any of this situation at all. To me, there is a difference there.
But sometimes the word kid is like, you instantly think of a child that you have to go pick up at a certain time every day.
But Evelyn's daughter is grown.
Yeah, it's a grown person. So I think they now get to be on the table. If you can smoke and vote, you can catch
fair game.
You can take this heat.
Yeah, and Evelyn, everybody can catch some strays. When that mouth get going, oh my goodness.
I always get my reality people mixed up. Evelyn Lazard, headbutt girl, yeah?
That's the spicy one.
Yeah, okay.
The spicy.
She headbutted or got headbutted herself?
She is a survivor of domestic violence from Ocho Cinco.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's right.
That
He doesn't bring that up on Nightcap.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I believe we had her on Dish a couple months ago with this different.
You mixing up your people too.
Different ex-wife, different Ocho Cinco ex-wife.
Yeah. There's too many famous people. We gotta do a purge.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
So wait, I do want to know, guys, though. what would you do if one of your friends was dating someone that you know, it's like they're accused of being a serial felon, he steals money, this and the third. Would you give them advice or what? Would you just mind your business? Not your monkey, not your circus.
I definitely would say something just so when it don't work out, I could be like, yo, man, I try to tell you.
I do want to say one thing, though. Didn't Jennifer have a whole television series about the dude she was dating that scammed her and took her Range Rover or something like that?
Oh.
She did. It was...
Man, they aired you out on the documentary about it?
Yeah, and then your next guy, I don't know, maybe the people picker is off or I don't know.
See, okay, sincerely, we need a whole show about the people picker because like a lot of folks people picker is way off.
People picker.
The other thing is like, okay, if my friend's dating somebody, it's like one thing is like, are you just a serially bad entrepreneur?
Okay.
Or, because I'll give you a lot of grace for that. But if you're like literally, you know, robbing people on a regular basis and like getting in scams and pyramid schemes and things like that, at a certain point I'm like, yo, this man is a loser. What are you doing?
Yo, but there are some people who this is a career for. There's a coworker who I used to have who used to date a person who was a serial scammer who eventually climbed his way up the radio ladder and became, I think, married the co-host of another radio person and a big name too that a lot of people know. And then and then like that dude ended up going to jail. But that dude but mad people knew he was a crook the whole time and had crazy.
You just don't leave your mail out around him, you know?
Yeah.
But that speaks volumes on how my man's getting down in the pants off, dance off. Because sometimes
It's not a Tootsie Roll?
sometimes when you coming through with the king size baby roof,
It's a different picker.
It's a baby roof?
It's
a Butterfinger.
Yeah, it's not the people picker. It's the other picker. Oh boy, this is the best episode. This is the best episode of Side Dish ever. Moving along into less dramatic news. Cynthia Erivo, obviously a great performer, and she's putting her acting skills to the test, you guys. She's going to play Bram Stoker's demonic vampire Dracula. And 22 other roles in a one-woman theatrical extravaganza set for next year in London's West End. So some of the 23 characters, this is one person, 23 characters. Some of the 23 characters Cynthia is going to transform into include the Fanged Count Dracula, which already I would love to see her as Dracula. Like, you had me there.
Yeah.
She has the right haircut for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love me some Cynthia.
And she likes a little gothic jewelry from time to time. Like, she had me there. But she's also going to play Jonathan Harker, a newly qualified solicitor who travels to meet his new client who resides in a castle nestled in the remote Transylvania mountains. I believe that was Keanu Reeves in the movie Bram Stoker's Dracula. She's also going to play Mina Murray, which is Harker's fiancée. Her friend Lucy Westerna and Professor Van Helsing, vampire hunter and expert in occult lore.
And she does her own stunts too, by the way.
She does do her own stunts.
She's very ill, yeah.
She's not only the vampire, but the vampire hunter. I don't know how you pull that off. Acting on Broadway, winning a Tony for playing the one role of Celine in The Color Purple.
Celie, baby.
Yeah, Celie. Sorry, I was reading it so quick. Wasn't enough. Wasn't enough for her.
Yo, so it's gonna be an all-black cast.
What's up with the costume changes? How do you like take the things in, put them out? Like, how does that work?
Yo, here's what I'll tell you though. I don't know if you spend any time watching Peacock, but the new season of Poker Face came out the other day. The first episode got Cynthia Erivo in it. She is playing 5 people.
Really?
And convincingly, like. It was a master class because every personality that she had on there was different. They're saying sextuplets is what.
Like a bunch of twins?
Yeah, but each one was different. This one, and she did great every single one. There's
so
nothing
like
she
Eddie
can't
Murphy
do.
style and Coming to America with his different characters, or the Clumps style,
but you know that was more like over-the-top comedy. Like, she was serious.
Oh.
Even though Poker Face is kind of like a dramedy.
Well, and I can see it working out really good for television, you know, because you can set up the different angles. You got time to do your makeup, time to do your wardrobe. For something like a West End play.
Theater?
Oh, yeah, they're just ripping. I mean, they'll be like Velcro on the clothes, and they're just quick changing left and right.
Beyonce ain't gonna have nothing on her. My God.
Jeez. Yeah.
Well, man,
That's
I'm
exciting.
definitely going to be plugged into that. You should watch Poker Face if you're not. Now, listen, we got to run out the break, but when we come back, comedian Latrez Anderson is here for some laughs and to talk about his comedy tour, career, and more. We'll see you in 2.
All right.
I was a quarterback at Hardaway High School. College first-round draft pick during the football season, I would stop eating. But I didn't know I was depressed We didn't have any education behind what mental health was. I started to learn it starts here first. If this is together, I'll be better as a father and as a husband. We have to redefine what being a strong man is and heal, love your mind.
Ready to lose track of time the best way possible?
Rolling!
From the funniest videos to the wildest things online, we do the scrolling so you don't have to.
It's Usher. He had that synthetic hair melting. You hear me? Why y'all talking about that lady hair like that? Ain't he alone?
Catch us every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central on Fox Soul.
Louder for the people in the back.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And shut the hell up. You interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
Welcome back. Yo, I hope y'all ready to laugh because we have comedian Latrez Anderson in the building today. Welcome to Side Dish, homie.
Thank you.
Milledgeville's own.
Thank you.
So, man, how long have you been doing comedy? Did you find comedy or did it find you?
It kind of found me. Like I started doing skits, and next thing you know, people start calling me a comedian. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, let's go with that. And so that's kind of how I fell into it initially.
Word. Like, what was that breakthrough skit that like got you the most traction to where
you
you
know
was like,
what?
all right, I'm on?
I did this one video. I did a TikTok sound from Players Club. Bernie Mac, this is one part in it. I did this skit and I was like, oh my gosh, it's going viral. It had like 12,000 views. But for me, that was great because that was the first time. And that was it.
Was it the stripping business started in Africa clip?
That one. Yep, that one. And everybody was liking that video, and I was like, okay, well, I can keep doing this. Yeah, I can keep doing this. Yeah.
And it was the Bernie Mac impression?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it was. And you know how sometimes people do videos and they lip sync and it's off?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I can't be off. It has to work. It got to match. So, yeah.
So is your Bernie Mac impression like Jamie Foxx?
Well, see, this is the thing. It wasn't an impression. It was lip syncing.
Oh.
Yeah, so we all can do that, right? Yeah. I don't want y'all to think I can do impressions because y'all try to do it.
Now, we talked about it a little bit earlier. Tell us where you are from in Georgia, and like, does your family influence your comedy? Where do you pull your influences?
I'm from Milledgeville, Georgia, but I've been in McDonough, Atlanta area for like the last 12 years. Okay. So, but my one character he has a red robe named Uncle Baby. It's derived from my grandmother. Mm-hmm. So all the antics and the little things that he does, I get it from my grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's such a gift.
Yeah.
You know, to have those elders around because, the elders move different than the younger generation.
I don't know we have elders like I don't know, like the new elders, I don't know if they're going to be like my grandma was.
Yeah, because
like when I get
the new elders?
Wait, are you talking about us? Who are you talking about?
Because when you get like 75, I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
Our elders got hosed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And got told, nah. You know what I'm saying?
So
can't sit here.
Okay, so there's no way we can be the same.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Different level of privilege.
Yeah.
Coming into the game.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. If your grandmother's still with us, sorry, jumping out here. How does she feel about the character?
She loves it, but I don't even know if she knows it's her.
Okay.
I don't even know if she knows that.
Yeah.
She don't know now.
She knows now. We're gonna tell her.
She gonna know.
Hey, so you recently celebrated your 1-year anniversary from quitting your job and focusing on comedy. Congratulations.
Right. Thank you.
Got a little video. You've got a video about it. Let's take a look.
Y'all see that? You see that? Oh, D. Y'all remember? It was a year ago today that I left my job. It's been a year, 365 days since I left here, and I stayed in the exact same spot, and I made that video, thanking y'all. For those who didn't know, I've been working at Auto for the last 4 years, but today is my last day. I really appreciate y'all for all the support and everything that y'all have given me over the past 2 years. And it's because of guys, because of y'all, that I'm able to stand here and say that I have not been at my 9 to 5 in 365 days, and I'm good. I'm good. I'm on a whole comedy tour right now, So everything is going pretty good. I thank y'all. Thank y'all for y'all supporting me before I left, after I left, and I appreciate y'all. I really do. But yeah, I just wanted to stop by. I was driving by here. I'm like, what's today's date? And I'm like, oh, the 26th. Let me go ahead and make the video. Stop by and make a video. So I appreciate y'all.
Man,
first off, congratulations, Thank you. It takes a whole lot of confidence to make that leap. Give us the update. How's it going? How's your journey been? And what was the moment where you knew, okay, I have to quit?
When I started making enough money to pay my rent, outside of my job, when I made more than enough, I'm like, okay. I'm making okay, so I can leave now, And
when the Lulu works for you, okay?
Yeah, so I left, and then I had like a $7,000 brand deal. Then I'm like, oh, that's great. And then plus the other money I'm making, and then when I quit my job, like a week later, the brand deal left. I'm like, oh shit. So, and I'm like, God, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I haven't missed it since then.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Faith over fear. So you did a skit about people with all of the off-brand snacks. We all know someone like this. Let's take a look.
It tastes the same.
I'm talking about rap snacks.
We're rewinding the tape.
Uncle Babe, you got any snacks? Checking that pantry. What is a cream between? They're like Oreos. Like Oreos.
The cream between?
Okay. What is Fruity Hoops? They're like Fruit Loop. They taste better to me. They're like Fruit Loop. Prongles? Sprinkles. It's like the Pringles. Okay. They got a little more seasoning on them. Ooh!
From Timu.
What is snipers? That's a snicker bar.
Not a
snicker. Oh, okay. Snicker bar. All right, now started getting on my nerve. Marshmallows and stars. It's Lucky Charms. It's like Lucky Charms. Taste better than me. Okay. Now, what is Flavor Aid? That's Kool-Aid.
Duh.
Kool-Aid. Duh.
Hilarious.
You used to have to use 2 packs of the Flavor Aid just to make it land.
Classic.
Yeah, just to make it taste like regular Kool-Aid.
But when was Kool-Aid ever too expensive to buy?
That's another good.
Because Kool-Aid was always like a quarter, right?
Yeah, I remember it being 5 for $1. I haven't looked for it in a long time.
I know a good Dollar Tree run when I see one, okay?
So is this the Flavor Aid? It come from Dollar Tree?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, it used to be on the same rack as Kool-Aid, but whereas Kool-Aid used to be like 5 for $1, you used to be able to get 10 packs for like $1.
Next to the Tang.
Yeah. And anything where you just add water. Crystal Light was also over there.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's right.
I drink that. I still drink Crystal Light. I drink it to this day.
Yo, does that lemonade still taste the same way?
Are you thinking about Country Time or Crystal Light?
Country Time is the lemonade.
Country Time, yeah, but
Crystal Light got lemonade too.
I'm talking about the one that you just pour in the water.
Yeah.
You just no sugar.
I was having a whole conversation about this last week with somebody how it still tastes the same way it did like when you was a kid because your taste buds change.
Yeah. I always felt like Crystal Light was old folks like Kool-Aid anyhow from the beginning.
My grandmother used to drink it.
Exactly.
That's how I got on.
Exactly.
That's how she got the sugar, aka diabetes, right? Well, I want to know, who was your inspo behind that video? That was your grandmother, or?
Well, whenever you see that character, a big part of that character come from my grandma. So, but when I make content, I try to make relatable stuff, you know, stuff that people can relate to. So I'm like, yeah, they can relate to this.
It was almost like a game that we could play along to because when you was naming the things, I was like, is that gonna be Oreos?
Yeah.
The open pop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they also have those same things at Aldi.
They do. And that's why it's working. Yeah, they do. They have that.
Millersville, Dollar General.
Listen,
Piggly Wiggly?
It's Dollar General all over the place. You cannot drive.
Walmart.
I'm pretty sure they have Dollar Generals in hell.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Anywhere
I don't
there's
care
pros,
where you
there's
go.
Dollar Generals.
I don't care where you go. It's a Dollar General. It's gonna be a Dollar General.
Or like right across from there, there'll be like the Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree's classic.
Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, and Dollar General.
Yep.
Who you got?
Have you seen it was one store. I've seen it a couple of times. It's a Family Dollar and a Dollar General together. It's one store.
It's a
That's
battle.
crazy to me. Yeah.
They face off the same way CVS and Walgreens used to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a Walgreens will pop up.
Yeah.
Like, why are you gonna plop your CVS ass across the street? You know, like knowing y'all sell the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Well, one is off-brand Oreos and one is on-brand Oreos, huh?
It's like McDonald's.
Yeah,
McDonald's?
Yeah. You're currently on your This Ain't the Internet comedy tour. How did you come up with the name? How's the tour going? Do you do all the characters on tour? Tell us about it.
Well, the way I came up with the name, I just wanted it to be, I didn't want to have to do my character when I go on the stage. So I like, when I go out now, I don't
This ain't the internet. I get it.
Yeah, right. So I didn't want to have to have the robe, the bonnet, and the glasses.
No Medea for you?
Right. I don't want to have to do that. I mean, but I can. But like I don't. So but no, the tour's going really good. I think I've done 15 cities so far.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and more dates getting added, and I still have dates.
15 cities, that's a lot. So,
Yeah.
okay, you know, when you see in the beginning or at the end of comedian specials, you know, they'll be like, Atlanta, this has been great. You're the best city. Detroit, this is the best. Truly, where's been your best
I don't be lying to them. I'm going to tell them.
You will tell them or you just conveniently don't say anything?
There you go.
Okay.
The second one. It's most
Well,
of the
what
second
has been your favorite city or stop
You know,
so far?
one of my, okay, I got a few. Baltimore was really good.
Be more careful, okay?
Yeah, that was really good. South Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina was really good.
Okay.
Dallas was really good.
Oh.
Atlanta was good.
Of course.
But yeah, I can keep. I don't know. It's just there.
All of them are good. All
Yeah,
the ones
for the most
that
part,
give
sure.
money to the tickets.
Yeah,
like,
when
really,
you sell
really
out a
good.
show, yeah, great.
Great.
My favorite. No, you're my favorite.
Yeah,
No, you're my favorite.
yeah. Whoever bought the tickets.
Moving up the
My favorite.
rankings.
Yeah.
Like when you think back, you know, like, you know, when you was like studying comedy growing up, like were there any particular OGs that like had your attention? Like anytime they dropped something?
You know what? One person I admired the most from back then is Bernie Mac. Because I look at how he was able to do stand-up and he had his own show. So he was acting, doing movies, stand-up. I love that.
Yeah, he was
I love
pioneering,
that.
really around
I love that.
He was one of those guys who, like, you just 100% felt like you knew him.
Yeah.
You know, he was always this guy.
He went from the Players Club to Family Guy, so that's an amazing arc. You know?
Yeah, with the Fox show, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I imagine you didn't get a chance to meet him because he
No, I
checked out
did.
too early, right?
Yeah. That was, I wish I did though, but you know.
Yeah, but it's so dope that like so many like of our comedy icons, you know, from like that was still rocking in the 80s are still with us today. I mean, I know we lost Pryor or whatnot, but like, and Robin Harris and people of the sort. But it's so dope that like a lot of the guys that were killing it 10 years ago, 15 years ago are still outside.
They're still here, yeah.
It's because of people like him, because he keeps the memory going and, you know, the nod back to those icons. So thank you for introducing probably Bernie Mac to a whole new, you know.
Yeah.
Your skits, so the whole thing, like, you know, the off-brand snacks, your skits are super relatable, especially there's one about trying to find a place to rent in 2025. Let's take a look at that.
So the half bed with the half bath and the half kitchen is $2,000 a month for 15 months. Okay, well, I got a couple questions. I don't think you hear what you're saying. 3.5 times the rent, that means I got to be making like $7,000 a month. Now, do you make $7,000 a month? So the application fee is $450. If I get the apartment, the $450 go toward my rent. But if I don't get it, then I get my money back? No, we get to keep that. Oh, hell no. Do you know anybody that really makes $7,000 a month? Listen, instead of running my credit score, can you walk it? Because it ain't 620. It probably gonna be just a little bit less. Just walk it. Don't run it. You know what I mean? Can we do that? Like soft pool. Not hardcore. And it's crazy because I know you don't make $7,000 a month because you stay there. You live, you probably live on the premises. So you just get your rent half off and shit like that, don't it? The whole apartment itself is 12 square feet, 3.5 times the rent. So I need 2.5 more people to move in with me, then, right? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna just stay where I'm at. I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
In my grandma's basement is just fine. Okay?
Yeah.
I felt all of that.
Yeah, man, it's real. It's real life, and I make it so we can laugh at it. You know what I mean? Like it's real life is really funny.
Yo, man, like all you gotta do is just like sometimes just observe what's going on around you, and the material comes to you, man.
Yeah.
I wish you nothing but success on your tour, Latrez. Thank you so much for stopping by. How can people find you online? Where can they get tickets for your upcoming shows as well?
You can find me online at Latrez Anderson. You can look that up anywhere. Now listen, if it got like 500 followers, that's not me. You got to use common sense, y'all. if it say, you know, it's so many people, they hit me up like, well, it's somebody hit me up with your pictures. They had like 4 followers. Is that you? You know that's not me. Okay. So just look up Latrez Anderson on any platform. I'm there. You can go to www.latrez.com and you can find tickets to my tour there.
There we go, Latrez.com. That's a great poster too, man.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations on everything.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break, but after the break, we'll be back with Photo Shoot Friday, Flick Pics, and so much more. See you guys in 2 minutes.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late-night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, you know we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 11 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And shut the hell up.
You interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I'm Isaiah Carey, here to shake things up with the stories that hit hard and matter most. Here on The Factor, we cover news with grit and authenticity. We challenge the status quo and get down to real talk and bold discussions. Join us as we amplify the voices that disrupt, inspire, and lead the charge for change. Your story is power, and we're here to unleash it.
The Isaiah Factor Uncensored. New episodes weeknights at 10 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Ready to lose track of time the best way possible?
Rolling!
From the funniest videos to the wildest things online, we do the scrolling so you don't have to.
It's Usher. He had that synthetic hair melting. You hear me? Why y'all talking about that lady hair like that? Ain't it alone?
Catch us every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central on Fox Soul.
Louder for the people in the back.
Welcome back, Sincerely. Now, you are a Jill of all trades. You're an actress, TV personality, but many people don't know about your other talents. Now, before we get into that, what TV projects can we expect to see you on coming up?
Well, I am the host of a dating show.
Yes.
Yes, from the producers of Love is Blind and Married at First Sight. Yeah, we have an amazing crew, and the show, I can't tell you too much, but it's definitely a post-production. It's really exciting. It's giving, was this Temptation Island and all that stuff. I run for its money, and I really enjoy doing it. That's definitely my lane, and it's a lot of fun. And a lot of drama. A very interesting social experiment as well.
I hate that you already shot it, because Tanner should have been on the show.
Listen, like, I would have shown up for this with my scent beads. Last time you were here, you were talking about the game show. Is this the dating show? When's it coming out? When are we going to find out about this?
You know what? I'm not sure. They're still putting it together as far as it's in post-production. You know, they're editing it, and you know, but it will be. You will hear and see.
Super excited about it.
Yeah. And I have a movie coming out with Omar Gooding. It's called New Cycle, and I play his wife. I'm a doctor. I'm not a real doctor in real life. I just play one on TV. And he's a sportscaster on a television network. So yeah, that's going to be good. I'm excited about that.
When's that
That's in
come out?
post-production too. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Soon. This summer.
Okay.
Very exciting.
Thank you.
Besides crushing it in the entertainment industry, you're also a private jet broker.
Yeah.
You also have an insurance company. Can you tell us about that? What else are you doing?
Well, you know, in the meantime, when I'm doing fun stuff like this with you, I still gotta, you know, make the money on. So, yeah, fun fact, I am a private jet broker, so I buy, sell, lease private aircraft, and it is something that I will always do. I get to deal with a lot of, you know, celebrity high-end clients, and that actually is what inspired me to move into the field of insurance as well. So my amazing partner in success, her name is Ashley Maltabia. We have the Maltabia agency, and we teach people how to, you know, manage their assets. And basically, we can insure everything but Mariah Carey's legs and one particular Cullinan. So yeah, it's just about, you know, taking advantage of all the wonderful people and things that come across your path, and, you know, continue to make it work for you instead of being like, oh, I'm on TV, now let me think of a, you know, a shapewear line to come up with or whatever. No, I'm working towards generational wealth.
There we go. Absolutely.
Now, circling back to the whole private jet broker thing, they see a lot of people flex on the gram. Have you ever seen people just use a jet to act like they're on a private jet, take little photos, and then bounce?
No, never. I'm just playing. I'm probably the one that rented the jet to them. Yeah. So it's a different cost when you turn the plane on, all right? But yeah, you know, definitely there's a caveat for that whole influencer space where you want to look cool. I mean, or I guess now you can do it with AI. No, you can't. You can't really fake that real.
That PJ feel.
Strong. What kind of gas them jets take?
Expensive gas.
That jet fuel.
Yeah.
The way you said, except for a certain kind of Cullinan, that's a car, right?
I love him.
You know that. You know it's a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why can't you insure the Cullinan?
It's a very expensive car, and it's I don't want no parts of finding parts and fixing that thing. Okay, if something happens to it, that's why.
All right. I mean, I don't have one, so I don't know why I'm worried about it.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
I'll teach you how to manage your assets.
Thank you. Thank you sincerely.
And your laundry.
And my. All right. Okay. Hey, guys, it's Friday, so you know what time it is? Photo Shoot Friday! Okay, all right, we're gonna kick it off with reformed city girl Lindsay Lohan. Lilo's making her fashionable return in the May issue of Vogue Czechoslovakia. That's her new face.
That's Lindsay Swift.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
She looks great.
No.
Oh my gosh, I'm always going for Parent Trap. Okay, Lindsay Lohan.
She's got a new Freaky Friday coming out too.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see it. Oh my gosh, she ate that cover up though. Come on, Czechoslovakia.
See what staying out of trouble will do for you?
You know what? Yeah, getting a good man, laying low, popping out the baby.
Well, next up, we got Grammy Award-winning rapper Doechii, who's serving up black girl magic in her Cosmopolitan photo shoot.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we got a video
very
too.
retro.
Melanin magic.
Let's go.
Wow, she is so pretty.
They're giving it to you like it was the 80s, yo. I like
Yeah, very retro back in the day-ish. I like that.
Well, fools rush in to see these next photos. Salma Hayek is showing the young girls she still got it on the cover of Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Edition.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, Selma, good Lord.
Yes.
Keeping them in stitches for decades now.
Wow.
She looks good.
She's aging backwards. What's that vampire movie she did? She must have got big.
Dusk Till Dawn.
Dusk Till Dawn, baby. She still got it.
Dusk Till Dawn.
Also, maybe being married to a very super wealtty billionaire guy that owns all of.
Yeah.
Like when you don't ever have to worry about anything, I think like you unwrinkle.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, literally. He owns all the brands. And probably
Please give me something to worry about today.
probably a couple of those Cullinans too. All right, next up we got legendary director and screenwriter Spike Lee dripping in finesse for the May issue of The Hollywood Reporter.
Man, I like his steez, man. His glasses game is always impeccable.
It's the glasses.
Yeah.
I'm
definitely
your glasses
the glasses
too.
yeah.
Are you a glasses aficionado?
Yeah, I got like 20 pair.
You got the medicine in them?
Yeah, all of them.
That's what's up.
Yep, every last one of them.
You balling because it costs a lot to put the medicine in.
You got to get them from, online. Like $20.
That's good. You know what I love? Have y'all seen that billboard of Spike Lee for Grady Hospital here in Atlanta?
No.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's right on like Northside Drive, but it's big and he's definitely sporting those frames. He's killing his little photo shoot moments.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm a hustler, baby. We got Grammy and Tony Award-winning actress Patina Miller, a.k.a. Raquel Thomas from the Power spin-off Raising Cannon, putting the Queen in Queen pen for Rap Magazine.
Yeah, that looks good.
Looks good.
I love her. She is so talented.
The day they kill her off that show, we riot.
Oh, yeah. No, it's not
You know it's coming, man. Like, I love Patina Miller, yo.
Me too. At least we can still go and see her in theater and things like that. Her voice is so beautiful. Have you heard her sing?
She is so well-rounded in the stage space, yeah.
Yeah, it's like her and Cynthia Erivo, like, oh my gosh, they're mind-blowing. But, all right. Who ate up the photo shoots this week? Who you got, Tanner?
There's so many good ones, so many great ones. It's hard for me not to give it up for Selma Hayek just on age alone.
Okay.
Y'all didn't show that one. They didn't show that
They didn't show that one, sir.
You know, there's Martha Stewart in Sports Illustrated, and then there's Selma Hayek.
Yeah, there's levels to this.
There's the levels to this are wild because how can you show up in your 50s better than like a lot of girls are showing up in their 20s?
Yeah.
We age like fine wine.
That's
baby.
true.
Okay.
And she was giving herself her own personal uplift. Who you giving it to, Latrez?
I'm gonna go with Spike Lee just because of the glasses.
Sure.
Okay. You know, I like the glasses.
Okay.
Who you got, sincerely?
You know what? My jaw dropped when I saw Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah?
I mean, that stuff is sick. It's beautiful. Come on.
Wait, I missed it.
Yes.
That's Lindsay Lohan.
That's Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, wow.
Eat the girls up.
I wouldn't have known
So,
that.
Latrez, I don't know if you've seen it. You can find the photos out there if you Google them up a little bit. There's like, she got some kind of refreshing done, and whoever did it really
Yep,
did
I'm
good.
gonna look into that.
Yeah.
She didn't get that Timu tuck. She paid the good money.
It's more than face app.
Yeah, when you get it done cheaply, like out of town, you get that Timu tuck.
Yeah,
HK, who you?
I'm gonna have to run it up for Selma Hayek, man, just to show that, you know, like, yo, man, you could come off the bench third quarter, still cook, man.
Still got it.
You got it, yo.
Still
just
got it.
gotta know what the gym is at.
We got the artistic part going on. Yeah.
I already knew he was gonna say. I knew he was gonna say.
I think it's the
Come on now.
photo.
Keep it the same Friday energy, man. We got a flick pick for you now. If you're headed to theaters this weekend, the long-awaited 6th installment of Final Destination is dropping today, starring the late and legendary Candyman actor Tony Todd, Richard Harmon, and more. Check out the trailer.
So, which one of you is next?
You found some way to stop death and survive.
Oh, that's right.
Take a life. You get the time that person had left. Or you have to die.
Death is coming for our family. Stephanie. Grandma. Death is coming for us. Because we were never supposed to exist. All of this fits together. We might have a chance.
Oh no!
Maybe that's not actually coming for our family. Because that would be crazy.
In theater and special previews Thursday at 7 p.m. Get tickets now.
Before the sun goes down, I'll be in the theater watching this. Can't wait, man.
I can't wait. Yeah.
Messed us up coming
I
from
love
the snack
Final Destination. I've seen every last one of them.
Yeah, they're just so crazy and well done.
All right, we got to take a quick break, but after the break, we got celebrity birthdays and so much more. We'll see you guys in 2 minutes.
Hey, it's your girl, Carolina Sanchez, and The Nightcap is the late-night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, you know we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 11 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
I wonder if you know that I want the best for you. But how long will you fight solo? I I wonder if you know that we can get help. I'm not wondering anymore. Love, your mind.
Well, on Fox Face Off, we tell the raw, unadulterated truth.
Fox Soul Face Off.
We are given the platform here with no fear.
Always comes out swinging.
We should be saying, hey, stop shooting and killing people.
Nothing held back.
They wanted black hip-hop moguls and artists to continue the feud.
No punches pulled.
And shut the hell up.
You interrupt me all the time.
Tune into the show where opinions collide. Fox Soul Face Off. New episodes weeknights at 9 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Ready to lose track of time the best way possible?
Rolling!
From the funniest videos to the wildest things online, we do the scrolling so you don't have to.
It's Usher. He had that synthetic hair melting. You hear me? Why y'all talking about that lady hair like that? Ain't it alone?
Catch us every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central on Fox Soul.
Louder for the people in the back.
Back to back.
Hey, welcome back. Hey, if you're celebrating a birthday today, you're in legendary company. Still slicing through Hollywood like a hot machete. Actor Danny Trejo, proving age ain't nothing but a number, on his 80th birthday. Wow. Man, is super kind.
Hey,
super
and
nice.
pop icon and dance floor dominator Janet Jackson, Miss Jackson if you're nasty, hits 58.
I miss you much. Beauty, brains, and badassery. Megan Fox knows a thing or two about that. The actress and screen siren turns 38 today.
2 thumbs up. Like James Bond. The name's Brosnan. Birthday Brosnan. Still smoother than the shaking martini. Big ups to Pierce Brosnan. He turned 71 today.
Love him. Slam dunking into a new decade, lights as Game 7. NBA alum turned actor John Sally celebrates 60.
These are great birthdays. Who gets the cake? Latrell, so the way this works is you give out 1 slice of birthday cake. Who do you give it to?
I can give it to Janet. I love her. I love her. I love her. Yeah, she can get the cake anytime.
Absolutely. Man, she seems like she would enjoy the cake too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Janet.
I'm gonna give it to John Sally. He's like so unproblematic and he still has different facets to his career and he looks great. Oh my gosh, 60.
Hey, the older you get and remain unproblematic, that's a flex.
No wrinkles.
Yeah.
He strikes me as
He's the type of person that probably left a Diddy party at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Right,
Once the baby oil started coming out. Okay.
Yep. When the second round of the drinks came out. I'm gonna have to run it up for Miss Jackson as well.
Yeah.
Like, yo, man, like, let's wait a while. Pleasure Principle. Like, she got them unlimited bops. And part of a legendary
Is she
family.
still, like, touring?
Performing,
She's still out doing it.
Killing it.
Yeah. She's still out doing it. I want you to know, genuinely, I was going to give it to Janet, but that would be 3 for Janet, even though, like, the first time that I, like, noticed women was at my sister's dance recital when the old girls were dancing to Escapade. That was, like, a moment for me where I suddenly was like, oh, my God. What's going on here? We can talk about that in the commercial break. But otherwise, I got to give it up to Pierce Brosnan because he's been married to the same woman the whole time.
Wow. Who's that woman?
Mrs. Brosnan? I don't remember her life.
Why you still married to her? None of your business.
Yeah, I think she used to be a reporter back in the day or something like that, but they've been married forever. And so I don't know.
He's such a classy guy.
Yeah, he's just a class act. So.
Man, the shake and stir the same woman for like all those
Shake
years is commendable.
It doesn't sound like a Tootsie Roll situation.
When you were James Bond, yeah.
Right.
Yo, because that would have been a time where you'd be like, damn.
Right.
I'm outside, man. I'm stuck.
I think he was Remington Steele too back
He
in the day.
was, yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think we got to go right to break so that we save time for everybody's favorite game. Whose cousin is it? We'll see you in 2 minutes.
Uh-oh.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed to save the lives of people who are sick with a range of illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie. Nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on, man, let's split a ride home.
Ready to lose track of time the best way possible?
Rolling!
From the funniest videos to the wildest things online, we do the scrolling so you don't have to.
It's Usher. He had that synthetic hair melting. You hear me? Why y'all talking about that lady hair like that? Ain't he alone?
Catch us every weeknight, 7 p.m. Central on Fox Soul.
Louder for the people in the back.
Hey, it's your girl Carolina Sanchez, and the Nightcap is the late night show where no topic is off limits. Join me as we dive into the wild world of relationships, sex, and everything in between. From hilarious dating disasters to steamy secrets, you know we've got it all. We've got celebrity guests, expert advice, and a cocktail in hand. The Nightcap is your guilty pleasure. So grab your drink and tune in because the best stories start after dark.
The Nightcap. New episodes weeknights at 11 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
Welcome back. Okay, Sincerely's been here before. She knows the drill. Latrez, this is your first time with us. Quick question for you, sir. How comfortable are you with racial profiling?
Very. You see my videos?
Excellent. Here we go. All right, it's time for everybody's favorite game. Whose cousin is it?
Anyway.
Okay, here we go. Battle of the Sexes. Who runs this house edition? A 59-year-old Florida woman. Of
course, Florida.
You heard the F word. Who's also a 4-time convicted felon. Was arrested for busting the blicky at her male roomie after a power struggle over who actually runs this house.
So it all started when the pistol-popping princess was overheard telling her male roomie that she runs this house. When he said, "You don't run this house," before going into his room, the felonious female, Fatale, grabbed a silver revolver, tapped on the glass panel door to his room, and called him P-Boy. The P stands for something that we can't say on television, and proceeded to shoot 5 rounds.
Is it Pony Boy? Maybe not Pony Boy.
Stay gold.
The gun-wielding gal tried to beat the allegations by denying everything. She even doubled down on the denial and was all like, "How did I shoot a gun if there's no bullet holes in the door, huh? Riddle me that."
Case closed? Nah, not even close. Of course not. The cops weren't buying it, and the revolver-shooting rascal racked up a gang of charges, included second-degree murder with a deadly weapon and illegal possession of a firearm.
He was unalived?
She was attempted murder.
Attempted murder.
Yeah.
His inner child probably died.
Okay,
yeah.
But
so typically when I hear Florida, my gut instinct is my cousin. And I'm leaning that way right now.
You are.
What about this says otherwise to you?
It was the tenacity of the person in this whole "is my house"
This my
dynamic.
house? Well, I heard that too much.
Listen.
So, you know.
I heard that from people who were just visiting.
Yeah. When you get tired of somebody talking a little or doing a little too much, this is my house. I haven't heard that often, so I kind of know where I'm going with this.
You feel like your cousin?
Yeah, it could be. it could very well be.
This is kind of a conundrum. I think, what if it's someone who makes all of the goods and products that is shipped all over the world to America and everywhere else? Because, you know,
but a lot of times, unless they're in gangs, right, they usually use more classic weaponry, like things native to their homeland.
That's
like
true.
usually when you see a katana attack, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I know who did that."
Yeah, we didn't say pulled the sword down off the mantle.
Right.
Wait, was it a revolver? It was silver. A silver.
It did say revolver.
But also,
Do we have revolvers?
What kind of
I don't
cousin?
think we have revolvers. That's the only thing kind of.
Okay, revolver does feel a little my cousin.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
What kind of cousins
John
have
Wayne.
glass-paneled bedroom doors?
Your cousins, because you know, we would just take the doors off if you keep closing your door too long. I say, "Don't you close no doors in my house."
Yeah.
But again, my house.
Right.
That's the only thing is the my house part that makes it feel like that's us.
Well, what if I present this to the jury? What if the cousin was mixed? And the revolver was handed down to him by his white grandfather.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's the only way we would obtain a revolver.
Combo cousin?
Over for 500, Alex.
Well, as we always do at this time,
move that van.
Whose house is this?
Cassandra's house.
I knew it.
Are you
My
ready to
house?
Stuckies?
Stucky.
No, but she could be a cousin.
Yeah.
Wow.
That photo alone let me know that she did run the house.
Yeah. You can tell.
She did in fact run that house.
Obviously.
Yeah,
With all the off-name brand snacks. Don't be going up in her picture.
Well, yo, man.
Name brand revolver.
Smith and Wesson. My friend. Sincerely, if people want to track you down, where can they go?
Oh my gosh, I'm an Instagram girly. So Sincerely W at Sincerely W. Sincerely Ward, you can find me there.
Latrez, one more time for the culture. If people want to follow you, find out your dates, where can they go?
Latrez Anderson or Latrez.com.
And how many more weeks is your tour going on?
You know what? There's more shows getting added, so whatever you see on there now, it'll be more if you look again next week.
Do you do bar mitzvahs?
I've never have. Never have.
Yo, sincerely, you need to host like a comedy tour on private jets. How dope would that be?
We could do that. I like that.
I'm scared of the planes and jokes or jets and jokes.
Now, going in the air, that's different. But we can do something cute in a hangar with the backdrop.
First class laughs.
Hey!
Let's go.
Y'all might be on to something.
We put your little day, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in with us this week, man. Happy 48-hour Friday to you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this to other people, and tell a friend to tell a friend, man. We out here.
You know we do the show for you guys. Can't say thank you enough. We love reading your comments, and yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Hey, what's up, Scroll Club members? It is your girls, Jen and V, your awesome and fabulous host of Scrolling with Jen and V. You ready to roll and scroll, friend?
I am ready to roll and scroll and do a lot more other things like laugh and get tickled and talk about everything and talk about people and what they putting on social media.
So that tells me you're ready to get into it. And of course, we have our bevies in tow. Make sure you go get your beverage too. Have it ready as we go through these funny, crazy, wild videos. So our first segment up for tonight is, what do we have from J Boog? Celebrity. Ooh, it is piping hot, y'all.